Thank you. Thank you, and a warm welcome to the second week of our nationwide search to find Britain's champion Telly Addict family. What do you really need to be a television addict? Well, there are probably two things. First of all, you need a good memory. And I've forgotten their names, but anyway, they're back. The Thompsons, they won last week, and let's just have a little rundown who they are. They've travelled all the way from Edinburgh. Your name, madam?
Jackie.
Jackie, could you introduce the rest of the family, please?
Next to me is my cousin David, in the middle is my Aunt Rose, and at the end is my cousin Jim.
Jolly good. Did you really run the world, David?
Yes, I did. And I'm knackered.
No mean feat, is that? And up against you, we've got a splendid family led by a bumblebee. They are the Woodards. Have I pronounced that correctly?
Yes.
The Woodards. And who are you?
Sheila.
Sheila. Yeah. Could you give us a little rundown of the rest of the Woodards?
Yes, I could. This is John next to me.
Yeah. Who's John?
Susan in the middle there, that's her dad.
We haven't got to Susan yet, so that's Susan's dad, right? And who's Susan?
Susan's my sister-in-law, and she's married to my brother Clive, who sat next to her.
Great. I don't think I followed that, but I certainly hope you're confident, are you?
Oh, yeah, so.
Yeah. Well, it's a good laugh, isn't it, anyway? It's a good laugh, anyway. It's all she's been saying for the last hour. She's terrified, poor thing. Here comes your first clip. It's going to be a little bit of comedy. There's 3 points riding on it. Good luck to the Woodards.
Good gracious, I'm surprised it's you. I mean, in broad daylight, in your own room, and in your riding boots.
Oh, pray don't misunderstand, Lurkio. He's not my lover, I'm afraid.
Oh.
No, it's you he's after.
Pardon?
Lady, would you leave us alone?
Certainly.
Yes,
Now then, let's get down to it.
Yeah, excuse me, Look, I must go and do the prologue, if you excuse me.
Wait! You don't know who I am.
Yeah, well, it's not who you are that worries me, it's what you are. Excuse me.
They call me Spartacus.
Spartacus?
Ah, I see that rings a bell.
Yes, and talking of ringing a bell, I could use a tinkle, excuse me.
Oh, they're all watching it very closely, so there's your first question. What is the series?
Up Pompeii.
Let's have a look to see if you're right. Yes, you are, up Pompeii. The second question, what did Senna, the soothsayer, always cry?
Wow. Always,
Woe, woe, and thrice woe, or something like that.
It's about 5 woes, isn't it? Woe, woe, thrice woe. Very good. And your third one, which TV cartoon series does Frankie Howard narrate? And it's not Pompey the Sailor Man.
I thought I watched it the other day.
Did she?
God.
Did she? Shall we phone her?
Yes,
Will she be in? I'm gonna have to rush you.
Say the blasters.
The Erectus the Blasters. Oh, very close, but you've still got 2 out of 3, which is pretty good going. So the Woodards have made a fine move against the current champions, the Thompsons. Here's their bit of comedy.
Just keep the engine running.
I will.
Be back in no time. No, put it down. Put it down. I can't stand here watching you struggle like that. You see? Not straining your backs. That won't do. Won't do at all.
I'm so glad you came when you did. Here.
I should think so, madam. Another few minutes of that, you'd have been in all kinds of trouble. Must just lend a hand here, Tolly. Won't take a second.
That's terribly kind of you. Yes, indeed.
Right, are we ready?
Yes, please. All the help we can get.
Good. Well, here's the secret. This time, when you pick it up, keep your back straight and lift from the knees.
Right, first question. The series. Stumped you straight off. Ooh. Potter, it was called. Potter. Does that come back to you? Two actors have played Potter. Can you name them?
Yes. Arthur Lowe and Robin Bailey.
Let's have a look. Yes, good. You got a point for that one. And the third question, what's Potter's Christian name?
Ronald?
Fine. Rangers, tough luck. That means you're one down. The Woodards take an early lead. It's one of my favourite bits. We can now go into the archives and see a little bit of vintage television. We'll dust it down and have a look.
Good Lord. What's that? A baby. But whose is it? Where did you get it?
Carol, how's the girl?
Fine, but go easy. I'm carrying cargo.
Hey, that's cute. Where did
That's
you
what
get...
I want to know. What happened? Well, I was struggling to get through the arrivals lounge. There were thousands of people milling around. And then this woman came up to me with a baby. Huh? This one. The poor thing seemed in a terrible state, and before I could gather what she was...
She'd left you holding it.
I didn't make a sound when I was holding it. Oh, you are lucky I haven't had a chance to hold it yet.
I think maybe I should peep into the bar. Mrs. Manning could probably do with a hand.
Wonderful dialogue. OK. Can you please name the series?
Is it the Grove family?
It's a tough one, isn't it? You reckon it's the Grove family? It was called The Flying Swan. Do you remember it?
No.
Yeah,
Too young.
You could be in a lot of trouble here then if you can't remember it.
Um,
There's an actress who ran the hotel.
was it Millicent Martin?
Sorry?
I think it was Millicent Martin.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
I like the way you chat to all your relatives. Right, it's Margaret Lockwood. And the third one, the actress who was left holding the baby. Incidentally, the baby was played by Mike Smith. Recognise that cheeky grin anywhere.
Is it Millicent? That was Millicent. Is it Millicent Martin again? I thought I recognised her.
You've got a bit of a crush on Millicent Martin, haven't you, really? Have a look there. Julia Lockwood. It's the daughter of Margaret Lockwood. Well, it's a bit of a disaster so far for our current champions. The challengers, however, now get some vintage television.
I observe.
Good. You observed Sammy Shaw?
Yes.
Sure it was him?
Oh, sure.
You were close enough to see his face?
Oh, yes, yes.
No.
Hey?
No.
What's that, Ted? Yeah.
On your way, okay.
Look, I saw her.
I'll bear it in mind. Go on.
Answered all your questions.
That's right, you have, yes.
I won't get far on that, will
You're not
I?
meant to. Out.
What?
Out and keep your eyes open.
Yes, Sergeant.
What was all that about?
We're getting on, I think.
Do you believe what that character had to say?
Yes. And no.
Well, that vintage clip was greeted with almost total silence here. I don't think anybody's got a clue what that's about, but how the Woodards manage.
The only one we can think of is Clough.
You thought it might be Clough, and you're right. Very good. Your second question. What was Leslie Sand's rank?
Chief Inspector.
Chief Inspector? Sergeant. You promoted him. And
He might be now.
what sort of dog did he have? And don't say a police dog. Go on, pick a breed.
It had 4 legs.
Yeah, very good. How did it smell?
Go for a collie dog.
A collie? Let's have a look. A black and white border collie. Is that exact enough? Great. Well done. The Thompsons still got their 1, but the Woodards have now got 4. It's prop time, and I'm looking for just one character. Name of a television personality. 3 points if you can identify the personality from that. That is a carton of sea salt.
Sea salt, is it?
Sea
Sam
salt.
using old sea salt, an old sailor.
Old sailor.
I don't know. Captain Birdseye.
Captain Birdseye. For that, we move on to the second one, which is a brass ear. Oh, it should be that way up, I'm sorry. Look up, a brass earring. Would you like that?
Captain Pugwash.
Captain Pugwash? Captain Pugwash, you're right. 2 points, very good. Excellent. That was a black cake. You may hold on to the black key. Well done. Valuable points. Let's try what a little bit of a move on it. One person, a box of dog biscuits. Box of dog biscuits. What did you say? Come on. Be courageous. What did you say?
Clement Freud.
No, don't laugh. It was a very good effort there. Extremely good. It was totally wrong, but it was extremely good. Now, you got some jailer's keys. Some jailer's keys.
Dog biscuit keys.
Smell quite good, though.
Isn't it deputy dog?
Deputy dog.
Deputy dog. You're quite right. So there was going to be a deputy badge as well. You needed that. 2 points. Brings you up to 3. 6 to the Woodards. 3 for the Thompsons. I've got a touch of things American for you now. We've got lined up throughout this series some marvellous TV clips, and we're going to go across the Atlantic now for a bit of vintage American television. That produced a funny reaction from David. Can you name the series? It's one of those, isn't it?
Yeah. I've seen it before, but I can't name the series. Only one I think is Land of the Giants. But I don't think it's...
Land of the Giants? No, it was called The Fantastic Journey.
Yeah.
OK, the second question. Who's the actor with the tuning fork?
James Brolin.
James Brolin.
Brolin.
OK.
Jared
His name is
Martin.
Jared
Yeah.
Martin. And in Dallas, what was his occupation?
What was it? It was Dallas. What was he in Dallas? He's a doctor. We'll say a doctor.
He was a doctor?
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look. Now, I thought that might have thrown you. Oh, sorry, I couldn't resist. Rodeo rider. 6 to the Woodards, 3 to the Thompsons at the moment.
Difficult one, isn't it?
American classic TV for you. I wonder how difficult you're going to find this one.
Let's take a look.
Well, it was dark, but I think he's one of them. Okay, nice and easy. Casey?
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to you. About Slayton.
Hold it, Casey.
Don't even twitch.
Tough stuff. The title of the series, first of all, please. The Woodards.
It's the name of them. It's his name. I can't think of it.
Bud something.
No, it's his name, isn't it?
No, we don't know.
No. Okay. Barnaby Jones, played by Buddy Ebsen. That's the name that was on your lips. How did Barnaby earn his living? Other than by stopping people twitching in that very unique manner of his.
Private detective.
He was a private investigator, yes, that's good enough. I love the way you give the answer and then stare into the set, praying it's going to be right. In which oil-rich comedy series would you find Buddy Ebsen?
Beverly Hillbillies.
The Beverly Hillbillies. Let's see if you're right on that. You're quite right, the Beverly Hillbillies. 3 to the Thompsons. It's now 8 to the Woodards. Well, now we come to that part of Telly Addicts where we get a couple of amateurs and we ask them to present a professional script. What the Woodards now have to do is try and identify the programme. We're going with a gentleman by the name of Ian, who is a motorway policeman, and a lady called Dorothy.
What's that?
Scotch.
What, for me?
For you.
Why?
I thought you would be in a good mood to celebrate. Here comes the bride, short, fat and...
Shut up, shut up. Who told you? Tucker?
No, Shirley. I was really surprised.
You were? How do you think I felt? What's beat me is how she ever got the idea that a crocodile tooth necklace is an engagement symbol. Look, revolutionaries do not get engaged. It's silly, isn't it? Can you imagine the Che Guevara at the Ideal Homes exhibition?
Citizen Smith.
Citizen Smith. Here comes the professional version.
Look, revolutionaries do not get engaged. It's silly, isn't it, eh? Can you imagine Che Guevara at the Ideal Home exhibition? Look, Ken, first it's going to be get yourself a job, and then it'll be tidy yourself up.
No, Shirley's not like that.
Her mother, mate, suffers with tidy mania. Before she went on holiday, she hoovered the lawn.
Yes, you're quite right. It was Citizen Smith. And now we've got a couple of sailors on the bridge of the Ark Royal off Portsmouth. Can you identify this?
There he goes, they'll say. Look, there's that Granville. You should see his flaky pastry. Some say puff pastry, but that's a wicked lie.
Don't excite yourself, Guga Granville. Just think clothes horses.
Why do you want to buy those old silly things for, anyway?
We're all of us the richer for a little elementary Guga greed, Granville. It's a powerful evolutionary tool. I got these at the right proper price. They were army surplus.
And we won. Makes you wonder what sort of state the enemy clothes horses must have been in. You ever get the feeling that life is passing you by? People are passing you by, especially girls. Young girls who wear high heels, work in offices.
It's not the height of the heel, it's the depth of the person that counts, Granville. Learn that and you might Guga get somewhere.
They see money. It's all you ever think about is money.
Open all hours.
Open all hours.
Open all hours. Here comes the professionals.
Oh, you see, money. It's all you ever think about is money. And that must be allowed his own religious conviction. Fair, fair. But what about people? Don't you care about people? People are all very well as far as they go. But you can't retire on them. You can't tuck them under your mattress of a night time, can you? Well, your mother has been known to try.
Open all hours, and the Woodards have still got a 5-point lead. Still with the Thompsons, and here's a bit of serious drama for you, and a possible 3 points.
Our creature's getting small.
Yes, congratulations. Except we want to know what was the name of the housekeeper?
Mrs. Farnham.
Mrs. Farnham?
Yeah.
OK. It'd have been Farnham. What's it in Farnham? Mrs. Hall. And can you name... Oh, no. Name the Pekingese in All Creatures Great and Small. Remember the episode with the Pekingese?
Fifi? No.
So I think a fine effort. Well, I told you that'd be a tricky woo in there. It was tricky woo. And what kind of medical practice was Peter Davison in this year? And don't say Doctor Who.
A private practice.
Private practice.
You think that's what the title was?
Yeah.
OK, here it comes. A very peculiar practice. Hard lines, it was a good effort. 9 to the Woodards, 4 to the Thompsons. And their drama comes like... Sheila was having a good whisper through that.
It's changed for me to whisper.
What's the escape line in Secret Army called? I find a good escape line is, gosh, is that the time? No. Bit stuck? Lifeline, it's called. Lifeline. Next one. In which castle would you find Bernard Hepton and Christopher Neame on opposite sides?
Colditz.
Chabalik, and you're right with the Colditz. And the third one, what is the connection between Yvette and Paul Nicholas?
They're both just good friends.
They are. Just good friends. Good stuff for the Woodards. It's now a 7-point gap. 11 plays 4. There's something a little bit different for you right now. How often do you see your favourite TV series and get to know a room or a building, really feeling almost like you're there? But would you recognise the set if the actors were taken away? The Woodards, would you please look at this empty set and tell me the programme?
Susan knows. To the manor ball, please, because I don't. Go on. To the manor ball. To the manor. To the manor ball.
To the manor ball?
Yeah.
Because of the dog basket? Let's have a look, see if you're right. Set, the Thompsons. Once again, we've removed the actors.
42. Is it 40 towers?
40 towers? All will be revealed.
Manuel, there is too much butter on those trays.
Okay?
There is too much butter on those trays.
No, senor. Not on those trays. No, sir. Uno, dos, tres.
5 to the Thompsons and now 12 to the Woodards. Still with the Thompson family, who are suffering a bit of a strong challenge here from the Woodards. We've taken something away. This time we haven't taken away the actors. It's our Top of the Pops round. We've taken away the sound. What they have to do is look at this Top of the Pops action and identify the artist.
Singing.
Right, you sting. It'll give you 1 point for sting.
And the song he was singing was his first solo hit. Is it Russians? Russians.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right, actually.
Russians.
Yeah. Let's run. And Russians. Good stuff. Back to the Woodards. Their Top of the Pops video looks like this. Who is it? And the title. OK, who was it?
Madonna.
Madonna, for 1 point.
I'm a material girl.
Material girl. Are you?
Well, yeah.
What, material that colour? Stills round and the gap is 7 points. 14 to the Woodards now. Well, in this series of Telly Addicts, our stills library is a little bit different because this is the point where the Woodards, even though they have got a substantial lead, have got to gamble a little bit. They can possibly have 3 points for this first picture, or they can elect 2 or 1. What would you like to do?
Have we got to make up our mind before we see the picture?
Yes.
Oh.
Isn't it cruel?
We're going for 2.
Right, you're going for 2, so you're going for 2 in the middle, and I don't really mind. You can either give me the characters or you can give me the artists.
No? The characters.
Yes, and they are?
It's Lovejoy and
Lady
Jane or something.
Yes, well done. Congratulations. You do get your 2 points on that, which really makes life very difficult. I assume you're going to go for 3 on this?
Yeah.
You're going to go for the 3. Let's have a look at our still for 3. What are you doing?
We'll go for characters.
You're going for the characters?
Yeah.
The characters are, please?
Mine is Daisy. Do you know what? It's the Dukes of Hazzard, but that's it. Kind of make that.
Luke, Daisy, and quick.
Hank.
No, it's Luke, Bo, and Daisy Duke. You don't get it, and is that it? Yes, unfortunately, that is it. We're out of time on this edition of Telly Addicts, so the winners are the Woodards. Wow. Brilliant victory. A very commanding victory by 9 points to the Woodards. Last week I was saying to the Thompsons, well done, and they'll be meeting another challenger. Unfortunately, it's got to be goodbye. Thank you for being great sports. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Yeah. Safe journey back to Edinburgh. Next week, the Woodards will be meeting who? Well, you never know. Hope you'll join me at the same time next week. We'll be meeting more Telly Addicts. Till then, bye-bye.